He's going to turn right here. Try to make it spin out.
He's getting on it pretty hard.
Yeah, he is.
He's just... Dude, that thing handles sweet.
It does, doesn't
That
it?
thing hauls balls.
It
You got
doesn't.
him within a 5-6 inches from that cone.
But more unique than the name or appearance is the Scorpion's radical power source. Its engine is enhanced by hydrogen, the invisible gas that puts the H in H2O, and the most abundant element in the universe. Hydrogen is a hot topic in car design. But unlike most experimental hydrogen vehicles in development, this car doesn't run on a fuel cell. Instead, this Scorpion tears up the track with a hydrogen internal combustion system. It is the only engine like it in the world.
There are a lot of schools of thought that say hydrogen really is the fuel of the future, and that most of the fuels we're using now are just a clunky way to get at hydrogen. To use hydrogen as a fuel in an internal combustion engine is to inject it in as if it were gasoline. It does offer some potential advantages, as Scorpion is trying to harness. It's more efficient, it's cleaner, it's not an easy fuel to obtain and certainly to distribute. The Scorpion has an interesting notion about solving that by actually creating it on the vehicle itself through electrolysis of water using energy from the car's electrical system. And it's definitely one of the ways to go, and especially if it can be done in a high-performance, exotic-looking car like the Scorpion, we're all for it.
We chose this system over the fuel cell. The fuel cell system requires you to have a high-pressure tank in the car. Plus, you have to have a hydrogen filling station, and there's just not very many of those yet. So we wanted something that we felt was more practical and something that we could use today to make a change.
The hydrogen works with a modified Acura gasoline engine to radically raise efficiency and power and lower emissions. This baby doesn't need to make hydrogen stops like a fuel cell car because it makes its own, then mixes it with gasoline. And where does the hydrogen come from? It's as simple as pouring in a glass of plain old tap water and separating out the hydrogen from the oxygen through electrolysis.
What you see here is the black box, and that's what stores the water. And that's also where the electrolysis happens, which is fracturing the water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen. You'll add water right in the top. We're just going to top it off because our system's already full. You'd add about a quart of water right here. Pull the funnel out. Screw the cap back in. And the computer box right here manages everything else, and you're done.
Using a machine called a dynamometer, Ron's team put the Scorpion through its paces. Testing power, acceleration, and everything that goes into and comes out of the engine.
Our gas analyzer system has a probe that goes in the exhaust system. There's a pump that pulls out the exhaust fumes. It reads all the 5 gases we need to monitor so we can see how much hydrogen actually changes real-time emissions in the car.
The green gains are potentially huge. Ron says the Scorpion has up to 90% less toxic emissions than regular cars, emitting almost no CO2. It bumps up the efficiency of the gas-hungry Acura engine by a third.
Well, this car, we're getting around 40 plus. Everything that we have on our automobile, we designed and built to improve fuel mileage and protect the environment while still driving a cool car because we like cool cars.
Miraculously, this
We're here today to show you just how simple and quick it can be to convert your regular gas-guzzling dinosaur into a more fuel-efficient hybrid, save money, increase your power in 7 simple steps. Robert Hampton is the owner of Hampton's Automotive. With over 30 years of experience in the automotive field, he is an expert mechanic, uniquely qualified to service any sort of automotive issue. He's never installed an h2hypod, but he's been graciously willing to demonstrate just how easy it can be to convert your vehicle into a cleaner burning hybrid. The first step to installing your h2hypod sustainable energy device is locating an appropriate mounting position. This vehicle has provided plenty of room to fit this HiPod Moto unit, and the position that we have determined that is best in this case is directly in front of the computer. Every h2hypod device comes with convenient mounting slots located on either side of the unit that can be used to strap the unit down or bolt it into any appropriate bracketing system. HiPods are built tough and are designed to withstand the intense pressures and jostling that will occur in your engine compartment. However, it is ideal to get them secured down as snugly as possible. Using the high tensile strength Fastenal zip ties that come with every unit, Robert is securing the HiPod in its permanent location. As you're going to be adding water to your HiPod, make sure when you mount it, it is in an easily accessible location. After trimming the zip ties, the HiPod is in its position. Using a test light, Robert is going to find an ignition fuse located in the fuse box to plug the HiPod into. Your HiPod is going to use electricity from your car's battery. So in order to get the most bang for your buck, you want to make sure that it's running only when your car is running. By using an adaptive fuse, available at most auto parts stores, your HiPod can actually run parallel with the fuse currently in your fuse box. After installing your fuse into the vehicle's fuse box, the next step is to locate the vehicle's air filter. In this case, Robert has already pre-drilled a hole into the bottom of the air filter box, into which he is going to be inserting the HiPod's injection tubing. One simple rule for running your HiPod's injection tubing is to try to avoid any valleys. A continuous slope in the tubing will help to ensure optimal performance from your HiPod for years to come. After inserting the HiPod's injection tubing into the vehicle's air filter box, Robert has gone ahead and secured it to the vehicle's frame using Fastenal tie wraps. After using your h2hypod's wiring harness to attach the unit to the fuse box, it's now time to just add distilled water. The water that you pour into your h2hypod is going to be broken down into hydrogen and oxygen, which are going to be used by your engine to increase power, performance, extend engine life, and save you some money when you fill up. Your HiPod will now be breaking down water into hydrogen and oxygen, which are going into your engine to increase your gas mileage, increase your engine power and performance, and save us all a little bit of fresh air.
We would like to introduce the h2hypod, a device that cleans emissions and saves an average of 30% in fuel costs. We're proposing to test the h2hypod with a few vehicles in Boulder's fleet to demonstrate its ability to reduce hydrocarbon emissions by as much as 90%. After gathering data to show the efficacy of this hydrogen-based aftermarket engine add-on device, we will propose a plan for commercializing the technology for use by the public and for complete implementation into the City of Boulder's vehicles. The h2hypod promises to be a major player in dramatically reducing greenhouse gases emitted from fuel combustion engines in both vehicles and electrical generators. Within minutes of testing our device on Boulder's vehicles, we will demonstrate that carbon monoxide is reduced 90 to 95%. Hydrocarbons are reduced 87%. CO2 is reduced 16%. There are other hydrogen technology devices on the market, but the majority of them are plagued with a host of problems, most notably compatibility with O2 sensors and onboard computers. Failure to operate and deliver on their promises, these promoters have left the public believing that all hydrogen devices are based on the same concepts and that the technology as a whole is far from ready to enter the market. Dedication, proper science and engineering, and hundreds of hours of R&D beta testing have resulted in the unique and cost-effective h2hypod. We have overcome all performance and manufacturing obstacles, and after proving its validity in the Boulder Energy Challenge, the h2hypod can quickly be commercialized for local, regional, and national markets. The unique advantages of the h2hypod include being small, sleek, and durable. Installation takes only 15 minutes. The device is compatible with all engine sizes and fuels, and after installation, all you do is add water and hit the road. Our partner in this project, Community Eco Living, has members who are highly qualified and passionate about sustainable technologies. Their extensive backgrounds include years of experience in product innovation and manufacturing, engineering, product testing and analysis, distribution and project management, legal, grant writing and fundraising, education, public relations and community outreach, and marketing, internet, print and broadcast media. If selected, we look forward to making Boulder the new headquarters for h2hypod. And in so doing, it is our strong belief that we can contribute to the economic development of the community and provide a tool that will not only reduce emissions, but will save the city and its residents money in the process. Thank you for your consideration from all of us at h2hypod and Community Eco Living.